Parenting at a young age? What do you think? Age is relevant to responsibility, but does not automatically deem someone unsuitable. Although teen pregnancy is an ongoing trend, many young females are unwillingly falling into it. There are some reports that claim pregnancy as a teen has an upside. Supporters say that being closer in age with a child can help in many situations, such as doing things with their children that most parents choose not to or simply cannot do. They can also relate to their children in situations that are similar to theirs. Some also say that it makes a teen grow up faster than anticipated and become more mature to properly care for the child. Being a young parent is not always a bad thing. Admittedly, it does require the teen parent to become more mature at a young age to care for the child appropriately. However, most teenagers today are not willing to sacrifice their own childhood for the sake of becoming mature. Being a teen is hard enough as it is. Adding the fact of being pregnant can make life even harder. An article from the national campaign says, not only does childbearing have serious consequences for teen parents, their children, and society, it also has important economic consequences. Sadly, most of them are aimed towards the teens, and quite a few affect them directly. Young women these days have nice figures, and they work hard to maintain. By carrying a child, they could really damage an adolescent female's body. They will go through lots of pain, major weight gain, loss of needed sleep, and loads of stress that come with being pregnant. An article from Wikipedia states, risk for medical complications are greater for girls 14 years and younger of age, as an undeveloped pelvis can lead to difficulties in childbirth. Obstructed labor is normally dealt with by C-section. It is more likely that a child of teen mothers could possibly be born with many problems. A baby being born prematurely makes the probability of death, becoming deaf, having vision problems, and even respiratory problems very high. Pregnant teens have a higher risk of nutrition deficiencies caused by lack of healthy eating habits common in adolescence, such as trying to lose weight, not eating, snacking, or frequent eating unhealthy and fast foods. They also deal with a lot of obstacles such as their education, poverty, and social issues. Most young women during a teen pregnancy or even after birth have fewer resources available to them. A few examples are that teens tend to have less money to care for their child. They lack their dependable relationship with parents for support and help them with responsibilities, and typically do not have access to reliable means of transportation or insurance. Many things can go wrong in a normal pregnancy. Being a teen heightens the risk of problems. Becoming pregnant at a young age has more disadvantages than advantages. A child living at home with both parents will benefit from it at an early age and later in life. Children of adolescent parents tend to not do so well in school. Sadly, they suffer from higher rates of abuse and neglect. An article states nearly 1 in every 4 mothers will experience another pregnancy within 2 years of their first one. Many teen parents do not have the intellectual or emotional maturity that is needed to provide for another life. Often these pregnancies are hidden for months, resulting in lack of prenatal care and dangerous outcomes for the babies. 8 out of 10 fathers of these children do not stay with the mothers, which eventually has effects on the entire family. Children who grow up without their fathers are twice as likely to leave school, become addicted to alcohol, drugs, or even find themselves in jail. In addition to these children are almost 4 times as likely to need assistance with emotional or behavioral problems. The sons of teen mothers are 13% more likely to end up in prison. and daughters are 22% more likely to become a teen parent themselves. In Ms. Walker's article, she states, the most common downside of becoming a parent as a teen is not being able to do the things they usually do after the baby's born, and even while pregnant. The mother will not be able to do the things she wants. Caring for a child at such a young age is very challenging, especially without a solid support system that's needed. There are many young girls that are becoming pregnant teenagers and living with the consequences of an unwanted, unplanned pregnancy. Pregnant teens struggle to succeed in life and care for the child at the same time. Life is hard for teens just dealing with the everyday problems. Adding a child to the equation can make it that much more difficult. This generation of teenagers do not think about the consequences of their actions until there is already a problem created. This proves that most teens are not physically, emotionally, or mentally mature enough to care for another life.